Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to everybody. Welcome back to the return to the Lewis Sports Network. We're back with part two, coming at you with another heavy hitter banger with yet another live stream video. And in this video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as you guys come in for the Lewis Sports Network. And we're talking about Bob Myers should have never said anything because, again, Kevin Durant was going to respond. So I don't understand. But before we get started again, make sure you do these important things on this Lewis Sports Network. Smash that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Make sure to share the stream. Make sure you guys are sharing this on your social media social media outlets, I should say. And then make sure you guys obviously also share it on Reddit. Again, appreciate everybody for coming out for part two. I know there's some people who say they can't wait to see this one. And looks like we got our first comment in the building for this one. Let me just close that. That's right. He said, oh, here we go again. Shout out to Weiss. Shout out to Jermaine. Shout out to Ron. Shout out to Lowly One. Yep, we're back in here. And again, if you are part of Dub Nation, make sure y'all pull up for this one because this is going to be interesting. So we got Bob Myers versus Kevin Durant. First, we got the KD versus Draymond Green boxing match. Now we got KD against Bob Myers. Just when you think the drama doesn't end, nope, it continues. And again, guys, if you would like to donate, you don't have to, but if you would like to, and again, shout out to Jermaine in the earlier live stream with the donation. Truly appreciate that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're talking Golden State Warriors. Now, before I get started, let me talk about the modern day dynasty, as everybody has loved to talk about, the Golden State Warriors. As you can see, you have Andre Iguodala, you have Klay Thompson, you have obviously Kevin Durant in the middle because he's pretty much the center and theme of this entire discussion, Draymond Green, and you have Stephen Curry. This basketball team with Kevin Durant went to 3 NBA finals. They went to 2 NBA championships. This is with Kevin Durant, mind you. And I know that he only played 11 minutes of Game 5. Yes, this team won 3 championships in 5 years when you consider Steph Curry, Draymond, and Klay and Iggy were part of the original core 4 up until Kevin Durant joined in the 2016 offseason to join Golden State. Now, let's get through on how this little dynasty got themselves together. And how they became the dynasty that they became. 2015, this team came out of nowhere, won 67 games, wins the NBA championship against LeBron, and a depleted Cavaliers team that had Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving injured. KD responds faster to hate than he does to females. Damn. Best NBA championship teams in the 2010s. The G Money has already started. Jermaine says, you're making me blush. What the hell? Oh boy. 2017 Warriors, 2019 Raps, 2016 Cavs, 2015 Warriors, 2013 Heat, 2014 Spurs, 2011 Mavs, 2012 Heat, 2018 Warriors, and 2010 Lakers are his best championship teams. Lowly One says, Kevin wasn't bothering anyone though in this case, was he? No. The person who decided to open his mouth was Mr. Bob Myers. Getting back to Golden State, y'all. So Golden State wins the championship in 2015. They become NBA champions. The media criticizes them and believe that their one championship was a fluke. They come back the very next season. Steph has a unanimous MVP season. The Warriors set an NBA franchise record and modern day NBA record, 73 wins. They were not a dominant postseason team. They should have lost to Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals, but they came back from 3-1, beat them, had a 3-1 lead against the Cleveland Cavaliers, and had a historic collapse. And, you know, the rest is history. Golden State becomes part of losing history. Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Ryan. What is good? Lowly One says he was on his lonely. All right. Shout out to Joel Hayward. What is going on? Again, smash the like, hit that subscribe. So continuing with the Golden State Warriors, they blow the historic 3-1 lead. Steph Curry chokes as bad as he could. I know there were some things that happened, but again, he choked him and Klay Thompson didn't play well. And then comes the historical text, dare so say, where people have said Draymond Green cried after LeBron whooped that ass in the NBA Finals, coming back from 3-1, where Kyrie hit the biggest shot in Cleveland Cavalier history. And Draymond said, KD, I need your help. What's going on, Draymond? That guy LeBron, he beat us so badly, man, coming back from 3-1 that we need you, man. We need you. Kevin said, all right, say no more. Will I win a championship? Yeah, that's the pitch, man. You come with us. You get to play free. You get to play basketball. We're going to free things up for you. You get to dominate. And guess what? You get to win NBA championships. Not even just one, probably even more. Okay. Kevin Durant said, I like the sound of that idea. He said, your offense looks really fun anyway, right? And again, Jermaine says, what's good, Ryan? Shout out to Weiss, who says, Ryan, that's right. What's goody? What's goody? Let's get it up in here, man. Let's get the views up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the subs up. So let's go. Louis Sports Network bringing you the content. Let's go. Continuing. So they get Kevin Durant after Draymond pleads and cries. What was it? Curry and them go into the Hampton Hotel and they pitch the idea of Kevin Durant signing with the Warriors and what they could potentially do together. Kevin Durant says, okay. He signs with Golden State, puts the league on fire. Social media goes crazy. Everybody says it's just not going to be fair. I remember Stephen A was one of those people talking about how Kevin Durant has completely ruined the balance of the league and definitely ruined the competition in the NBA. What I will tell you is that actually Kevin signing with the Warriors was actually a good thing. I was not happy at the time when he signed, but what it did was the next 2 seasons, it really forced teams to try to build their team to knock the Warriors because the Warriors were really the hunted the very next 2 seasons, right? Just look at the Rockets. They built their team equipped to knock down the Warriors in 2018. Before I continue, yes. Ask Aisha. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ask her. The media portrayed Steph as the next Jesus Shuttlesworth, that 2016 year. Oh, yeah. And that's why they don't get away with it, man. To portray Steph as the next Jesus Shuttlesworth, LeBron wanted to beat them because of the love the media was paying Steph. We know it's true. That's what LeBron was jealous about. Of a bitter female upset with a dude who left her because he was the best thing that ever happened to her in her life. Ain't that right, Draymond? Ain't that right? Jermaine says, Braun was scared of the Warriors, man. He was defeated before game 1. Mike would have welcomed that challenge. It's true. And I said, when you look at those 2017 finals, it was mano y mano. They don't want to understand that. But I already put the stats up and I already put the video up, weeks ago, how those NBA finals were much more even than people want to give it credit. You guys, if you run into Aisha Curry, ask about what happened to Ross Gold. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember she was kind of eyeing Curry. Curry was kind of giving her the eye. Aisha came up. She kissed Steph, and, man, she gave her the meanest grill. Like, nigga said, yo, bitch, you ain't messing with my man? Like, I was like, Fashion man. Shout out to Nathaniel. Sorry I'm late. Nah, it's all good. I disagree. They might have lost. If they were healthy, we're not going to get into these hypotheticals. This is about Bob Myers and KD. We're not getting into these battle wars because we do it every single time. Okay, so here we go. All right, leave it. Okay, so they get Kevin Durant. They win 67 games. They roam through the playoffs. They obliterate the Cavs in a gentleman's sweep, 4-1. And the Warriors go 16-1, best record all time in NBA playoff history to win the NBA championship. And I'm on record as saying that the Golden State Warriors of 2017 is the best team of the Warriors' 3 championship teams. Out of all their runs to the finals, 2019 was their weakest. 2017 was the strongest. Not even 2015 or 2016 was as good as 2017. Nope. Now that we've gotten to Golden State, let's get to this guy. Are you ready for it, ladies and gentlemen? Here he is. This guy right here, Bob Myers. after the 2017 NBA championship, I want to bring you to a little article here that I found after they won the title. And you're probably asking yourself, Louis, would you be so kind and read us that? Until what Bob Myers said, yup, I would be more than gladly to do it. Let's go check it out. And what I found out was it wasn't just only Bob Myers. It was Bob Fitzgerald, the play-by-play announcer for the Golden State Warriors. So I'm going to read this, and I want you guys to listen to this. Okay. Title says, Kevin was the center of a lot of uncomfortable jokes at the Warriors parade. It says KD is probably staying in Golden State, but these jokes didn't hit. So it says that the Golden State Warriors celebrated their third championship in 4 years on Tuesday afternoon. And oh my goodness, their front office made horribly uncomfortable jokes with Kevin Durant. He was hit with zing after zing about his upcoming contract. This was not the one that I was looking for, but I will continue reading it anyway. I'm going to find out 2017 one, what Bob Myers said. I guess it was this one. He was hit with zing after zing about his upcoming contract, and he did not look okay about it. So David West and Sean Livingston, because David West said there were some things brewing in 2018, what's going on in the locker room. They hinted about drama inside the Warriors locker room after they won Game 4, and maybe this has something to do with it. The first hit came from Warriors general manager Bob Myers, who promised Durant whatever kind of extension the free agent to be wanted after he won his second consecutive finals MVP. He took that back in a joking way at the parade and did not hit well. Here's what he said. He goes, "That was just for the media. He can't have anything that he wants." Steve Kerr said, "Can he have the mid-level?" The broadcaster, Bob Fitzgerald, said, "Last year you told Steph he could have whatever contract he wanted too." Myers says that was different. He's been here since the way before days, so he's earned it. And Fitzgerald said, and there ended the Warriors' cohesion right there. Oh, wait, but Bob Fitzgerald made it worse, but there's more. There's more. Let me continue to check in with the chat. All right, so Ryan says, Bob Myers seems like a cool dude to me, but hearing about what transpired, I don't know what to think. He comes off as a little bit of a phony, especially when he came with those crocodile tears in 2019 when Durant ended up tearing his Achilles for good, or at least ruptured it. I'm telling you, it started with the way back comment during that first trip. Bob Myers told the truth in accident. Oh, well, he was talking about Durant as kind of like a luxury, not a necessity. That 2017 series should have also been a sweep if the refs didn't help the Cavs out. And you mean Game 4? That was a 4-game sweep. The Warriors won Game 3. Imagine back-to-back 4-game sweeps. That would have not looked good with LeBron. And obviously LeBron's 2017 team is better than 2018. Golden State was wicked with KD when healthy. Bob Myers might be worse than Jerry Krause with his mishap. And Lowly One says, mind you, this is the same dude who was crying after KD went down in Game 5. Jermaine says, you feel me? We says, thanks for the correction. That's right. He put the dagger in 3, and they held him in 4. He says, yeah. Ryan says, I remember that celebration, man. The announcer said he doesn't like being called Slim Reaper. Sleeper Tarantula, how about him? Yeah, but the refs didn't give up 86 points in the first half in Game 4. Cavs just outplayed them in Game 4. Yeah, but you got to remember something, though. How did Cleveland get 22 free throws in the first quarter? Those whistles were suspect. That took the Warriors right out of the game. And the thing is, you got to look at it this way, too. Even with them scoring 86 points, the Warriors still had 68 in the first half. I said, God damn. I said they were blowing these dudes out and they were still able to get 68 points, which just means in a fair fight, the Cavs weren't going to win because of the way they execute. They don't defend, and their execution on offense is just suspect. The lowly one, no problem, bro. It took 25 threes and not the points in the first half to even beat them. Most points. All those free throw attempts for the Cavs. Oh my God, G Money, can we please stop with the 2018 Rockets? Please stop, dude. Focus on the Warriors. Enough with the 2018 Rockets. I'm done with that already. That's done. That's done. We were talking about 2017 Warriors here. It was a good joke, man, but the KD sensitive, he took it wrong. And the blow up with Draymond didn't help. Oh, no, it didn't. But no, we're going to keep going because there's more. That made it too difficult, G Money, because the momentum got taken away from them. How is it that you can't play defense if they're going to whistle and make every single call? That's hard. That's hard. And then in Game 5, they still was able to get blitzed. They only won by 9, which is crazy. When the Warriors were allowed to play the right way, knowing that the Cavs, they don't adjust their system or anything like that, they're going to lose. But anyway, like I said, enough about it. We're just talking about KD and Bob. Bob Myers don't really care about KD. He don't. It's fake. It's fake. So let's continue with the article. So Fitzgerald says, I'm going to stand in front of KD. Before his Warriors exit, I want to enjoy as much time with him as possible. Bob Fitzgerald, how you say something like that, bro? And that's when it hit Kevin Durant. I just used him. He wasn't about the family. And that's why KD kind of thought about, well, I guess he made it really thought. And KD came up with these hypotheticals that after he beat LeBron in the NBA Finals in 2018, he thought that made him the best player in the world. He actually kind of went as far as 2017, but so he thought he was the best. He said he didn't get the appreciation that he thought he deserved. And what I was trying to tell Kevin Durant is, you got to understand that you're not an originator from Golden State. You were originally a product of Seattle/OKC. That's where you played. So because you played there, you're going to be known as that. And obviously, look, Kevin Durant balled out. He had historic numbers in the NBA Finals, especially that first one with that 50, 40, 90, averaging 35 a game. He was unbelievable. 2 Finals MVPs. He did it back-to-back years. That's something that no one can take away from him, no matter how much they want to say he got championships with an asterisk, if they want to say that. But he earned those chips, and it wasn't like he just rode Golden State. That man balled out. He balled out. And Kevin Durant was really unstoppable in those 2017 NBA Finals. It didn't matter what the Warriors did. And it does help that you got Steph and Clay getting ready to shoot them threes. Cleveland, to me, they just didn't make any defensive effort. I thought their adjustments were terrible. They really didn't put any defensive schemes. G Money, stay in the scene, man. Thank you. And that's the thing what Bob Myers said. He was talking about how KD was such a luxury. KD, yeah, that first half score looked like something out of an all-star game. Thank you. KD was that third cousin they met last week. He was never truly part of the Warriors franchise. Right. Exactly. Let me just continue right here. Ray Barry, 36 points per game. Jordan, 33. KD, 31. West, 30. Average now. Who needed who the most between Golden State and KD? Because I don't see Curry or Bron's name up there. Sorry. And that's career NBA Finals average. And that's KD playing in, 3 NBA Finals, 2-1 record? I mean, that's what's up. That's what's up. Again, let's continue to get the likes up. Let's get the views up, man. Louis Sports Network with the content. Let's go. KD decided to clap back. Okay. G-Money says Warriors attempted 36 free throws in Game 4, and the Cavs attempted 31 in that game. I'm talking about 22 in the first quarter, G-Money. So they were trying to get them back in the game. That game was rigged. If you kind of take away the first quarter, they made sure though. I also think KD let the media run him out of Golden State, saying he can't win without Stephen Company. Yeah, that was a part of it too. So it was Bob Myers, it was Bob Fitzgerald, it was Draymond, and it was the media. If KD had to do it again, he would have stayed in OKC. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Because KD, remember, he's a free agent. OKC fans are obviously going to respect Kevin Durant. And people forget that when Kevin Durant went to OKC, he was immediately hated. Some of the nastiest, I mean, people were saying some real nasty things with Kevin Durant. When Kevin Durant heard that, he said, I'm never going back to OKC with what they said to me. Now I understand he's upset. And look, he spent 9 seasons in OKC. He spent 9 seasons there. Yeah, but Curry was solid in the finals. I won't take his good play away from him. I think with Curry, his issue, he performs well. Curry's issue is really the fourth quarter. That's Curry's problem when I look at it, the way he plays in the NBA Finals. I think the best time he ever played well in a fourth quarter was 2015, and that was in Game 5, where he scored. Shout out to Tyree already, man. Appreciate it. He scored 17 points in the fourth quarter, but that was probably Curry's best quarter in his NBA Finals career. All his other fourth quarters, he hasn't been great. And I understand that he gets physically abused, which is what you do when you try to knock off a rhythm player, especially somebody like Steph. Most admire KD except Fake Mon Green and Bob Myers. Yeah, Fake Mon Green, that's a good one. Curry solidly cracked up in every finals. That boy vomited on himself habitually in the finals. That's it, man. They just have poor defensive rotations, man. That's it. Tristan Thompson was supposed to be a beast on the boards, and he got out-rebounded by a point guard. There's no excuse for that, Mr. Tristan Kardashian. And that was the day I slowly stopped watching, blah, blah. I think KD couldn't win with Westbrook. If he would have stayed, they would have not won with Westbrook. Westbrook doesn't understand that as great as he is, Russ's issue was IQ and understanding that Kevin is the better player. That was Russ's problem, not really adjusting his game. With Kevin, he kept trying to do everything. And like I said, I don't excuse Russ and Kevin for 2016. I'm not. I know some people will, but I'm not. But at the same time, he wasn't going to win with Russ. So I understand Kevin Durant leaving. I understand. When the Warriors get Giannis, they will show how they really feel about KD. Do y'all really think Giannis is going to go there, though? I really don't know. KD wasn't drafted in OKC. That's right. OKC was a byproduct of poor business moves. I know. All of them are sketchy, bro. They're all sketchy. So, yeah, the announcer makes it worse. So the person who wrote the article says, somebody make it stop. We know how sensitive KD can be. Hello, burners. And this couldn't have helped. Durant already said before the parade that he actually wanted to run things back with this team. So it's pretty safe that he won't actually leave, but these jokes are uncomfortable still, to say the absolute least. So there was still a slim bit of hope that Kevin Durant possibly might have returned to Golden State. But what sped up the process? And we'll get to him next. The final time he made fun about the contract, Durant responded on the microphone. Why was that even a discussion? Why are we even talking about that? For sure we're going to do this thing again. And there you have it with that part of the article. And then we get to today. Obviously, 2019, like I said, Bob Myers with them fake crocodile tears with Kevin Durant when he got injured. Talking about how it's not fair. No, you meant it was not fair for you. But Bob Myers is a sketchy dude, man. Hopefully he don't. I would take Jay Hickson than Tristan Thompson. Warriors getting Giannis or Pascal Siakam? I don't know. KD is an alpha. I'm kind of iffy on that one. After The Last Dance, I don't want to hear anything about the word sensitive. Spicy P ain't going to Dub Nation. All right, so getting to this article now, and I'm gonna put Fake Mon Green on here because just wanna get on that one. Let's go to images. Wait, I just saw that boy. This is the issue with this dude Draymond. He has a lot of issues in terms of the fact that he doesn't like to mind his own business. He's worried about everybody else's business but his own. It's really sad. And the time that he really could have took care of stuff. Let me just find the thumbnail. According to Draymond, he says he details the point that Kevin Durant's attitude changed. Yeah, all right. You see right there when he was saying he got himself, looking at this picture where he actually hit himself in the face, man. I said, well, he done effed up. I would respectfully disagree. I like Kevin Durant, but he will need a complete rebuilding of his mindset before his game is there. Yep. Fake Mom was saying in the podcast there was a big elephant in the room when asked about free agency. He said him and Clay got asked that question all the time. I just think KD playing for the Nets is great for him. He's going to have to show some leadership and some mental fortitude. He's going to have to show some mental fortitude along with his leadership. I respect. I still remember Bob Myers looking like a middle school female with no tears, man. I put no claim in people who never show up in crunch time. And once again, shout out to Nathaniel Felipe. Let me get to this fool, Draymond Green, man. Talking all this nonsense. I swear, dude. They don't understand what Draymond Green's motive was. Look what this dude is worried about. Let me just get the thumbnail in a sec. Well, let's see. Let me just find the thumbnails real quick, guys. And I got issues with Draymond Green, and then we're going to get to Bob Myers. This right here. Let me see if I find, see if I see money. There we go. That's what I was looking for. There it is. Just give me a second, guys. I'll check the chat in a sec. Let me just find it in a sec. All right. So now that I've got it, let me just check the chat. Nathaniel, he's planning to get more numbers and individual awards. If truly wanted to continue to win, he would have stayed. Too many mama's boys, man, together doesn't work. That's true. I like Dre, but he's an idiot and a motor mouth. Facts. KD's game is alpha, but his persona is yeah, that's what it is. He's got the alpha game, but he's kind of anti. And shout out to Utah. I really appreciate it, man. People literally think Green is a Hall of Famer. I don't think KD is too sensitive. I think he's too interactive. Sometimes silence is more powerful than a clapback. To a certain extent. LOL, especially after this season. Hall of Shame, here we come. I wouldn't say anti-alpha. I would say KD is not an overly strong alpha, but he is an alpha. Watchful News says, it's been a whole year, bro. At home counting lucrative business moves while we keep hearing bird chirps of old exes from the Bay Area. Worry about that 15 to 50 problem. Yeah, ask for a champ. Right? Tell him, Watchful News. Tell him. KD and Alpha. He proved it in the playoffs. Y'all know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. Pretty much, Dre had his chance to show how valuable he was, but he was garbage this season, and he pretty much gave up. He quit. Fake Mon Green. I saw Fakeman. I saw was on stream with Candace Parker talking about how she said, "Seems like you guys are just chilling now and waiting, saying we ain't done yet." Please. Another problem I saw with the Cavs in those series against the Warriors, when they try to play with a more offensive unit, they had no defense. When they try to put more defenders, the offense suffered. Their issue is they didn't put a good mix out there. I disagree. There's still an opportunity for him to win a championship. Ryan says, watch out, people. If you go to Utah, you might get food poisoning, or if you're a big NBA star player. Just ask Michael Jordan. You about close with your comments. He said you about close. Well, I never said it wasn't possible. It's just not a priority. Well, considering what the media is and how KD feeds into it, it's a priority, all right. It's a priority. Trust me. Let me just put in the thumbnails in here. I see. So that's what they're saying. Let's get Draymond Green on here because we're going to get to the next article in a bit. So what caused Kevin Durant to leave? Tore his Achilles 2019. His attitude was changing the last couple of seasons with Golden State. But damn, this guy, when he was hearing about how Joe Lacob and Bob Myers were thinking of signing Durant to the max extension, and remember that Curry got his extension at the end of the 2018 season for, what was it, 5 years? Klay Thompson was supposed to be getting the max. Draymond got jealous. And yeah, he decided to do his little regular season thing and get into Kevin Durant's face with that nonsense. And what happened? The media took advantage of it. They were so tired of the Warriors that they used this narrative the entire season. That's how much they can't stand Golden State. Nick Wright, or should I say Gonzo, talked about it the entire time. And to this day, the Warriors, they didn't win the championship last year. They're not going to make the playoffs this year. And what does Nick Wright do? He's still talking about thinking that the Warriors might never win a championship. That's how salty he is because they took the chips from LeBron, who thought he was going to benefit from the super team jumping to this era to ring chase. And it didn't happen. That's why they're upset. Because then he could have gone around and say, look at the teams I defeated. That makes me the greatest of all time. Draymond was about the big bucks. That's why he chased Kevin Durant out. He called him the B word. He says, we can win without you, KD. We don't need you. So when he said that, that was it for Kevin Durant. That was it. Let me just continue to check in the chat. Lonely One says, Draymond in that mouth, my dumb behind actually thought that he was going to go all out and put Robin numbers or something. This dude walked out this season and turned into Kendrick Perkins. Facts. It'd be lit to see the Warriors and Nets play each other next season in the NBA Finals. It would. Pat Bev got in KD and Bron's butt, so they're alpha-like. And the thing is also, the storyline would be crazy if KD was to go against Golden State again. KD or Kawhi, who's the best player in the game? Something like that. And I say Kevin Durant is the best player in the game right now. Right now. What's up with Utah and the NBA players? MJ, Westbrook, CP3, DeMarcus Cousins. We can add Rudy Gobert in there too. Yeah, man, the KD disrespect is crazy. KD talking too much makes him look sensitive. If he talks, he's sensitive. But if he says nothing, he's scared. It's lose with KD. I mean, they would probably say that about LeBron too, right? Louis, did you see Justice League Dark Apocalypse? It was great, but dark movie. Did I see Justice League? I think I did. I don't remember. I think I did, though. Agreed. Draymond just added the best fuel to a weak fire. Thank you. I say the Warriors might win one more ring, but they need to revamp their bench and stay healthy. I say at best, before Klay and Curry retire, they get one more ring. And I think Curry retires for 4 rings. Now, if Curry doesn't get a Finals MVP, that's going to hurt. What's good? KD, $216 million, most cost efficient than Draymond's $100 million. That's crazy, right? Not too crazy because KD is that good. And Draymond is good at his role. He's a great system player, but let's be really honest, man. Let's be real. This ain't happening, bro. Like, Draymond, cut it out, bro. They should have prioritized KD. And the funny thing is, they made it seem like they were going to do that. And to me, I think Draymond was in the ear of Bob Myers and Joe Lacob, more so Bob Myers. After knowing what Bob Myers said, Draymond is a role player making $100 million. Crazy, right? I don't think Green is a scrub. No, he's super overrated. I mean, he's a defensive player of the year. He's made a couple of all-star teams, but I would say by reputation. Nothing too special. Let's continue. As we continue, let's get back to that. So money was a problem. Chuck criticized him the right way, and guess what? Draymond wasn't liking it, talking about how he was going to do something to Charles. I'm like, what you going to do, bro? What was you really going to do, man? Like, honestly, this is Draymond's problem. And this is why I expose Draymond, and then I get back, and then I get him back, because then this is my issue with, and I'm going to get to Draymond in a second. Once I get back, let's close this one. Let's delete this overlay. All right, so Charles Barkley had been talking all that smack to Draymond, and I know what Charles is, but at the same time, I got to say this. Charles speaks the truth on Draymond Green. That dude talks too damn much. Draymond will be traded. If they can trade that contract somehow, then he will be, for their sake. He's shooting 39% and 28 from downtown. He's having his worst season since his rookie year. Draymond got too much female energy. Oh, ain't that the truth? KD was asked to play in Golden State. It tells you he was actually onto something else after OKC when Bagmon's spleen came to court. KD was headed somewhere. He just never told anybody where. Imagine the Bucks. True? I mean, hey, KD should be better than Kawhi, but something about the Claw seems to be more of a dog than KD or LeBron. I still say there's something with KD mentally. Same thing with Bron. That Kawhi has kind of got over the two of them. Barkley, a.k.a. Oscar the Grouch. It's sad because the wrong narrative is being portrayed with KD's move to the Warriors. He took his career into his own hands, which was a good thing, but players were being exploited in the 80s. I remember, he just kind of did the same thing that LeBron did. The only difference was he joined Steph, Clay, and Draymond. And again, they lost 7 players in their rotation just to sacrifice so that Kevin Durant could fit their team. I can't think of another team that Draymond could go to and play a prominent role. There's just no way. And you got to take on that contract. Dre just hyper emotional, wears his heart on his sleeve. That's part of it, but he also gets in trouble when he does that too. Yeah, I gotta say, Kawhi does have heart. I give him a lot of major respect for that. All right, so let's go back and let's put the focus on. So we do have Dre and Kevin. I didn't put Dre and Kevin? Wow, should have put Dre and Kevin. So yeah, Draymond calling him the B word, telling him we won without you, we don't need you. Kevin Durant said, oh, if that's the case, I'm out of here. But let's go to the Warrior news, where Bob Myers says, let's get back on there. He decides to say that Kevin Durant was joyless with Kevin Durant winning the 2018 title. Let's read. Golden State and President and General Manager Bob Myers has spoken out about the Dubs' last title-winning run in 2018. According to the high-ranking executive, the sense of accomplishment brought about by that championship just wasn't the same as compared to their other 2 titles, right? And continues on the 2 titles. As a matter of fact, Myers went as far as saying that winning the title with Kevin Durant on board did not bring him any joy. Weird, huh? So he goes and says, and I'll check the chat, the second time with Kevin in 2018 felt like, well, we just did what we were supposed to do, and great job. Myers said, it wasn't joy. I'm sure a lot of people felt differently. It wasn't anybody's fault. I think there was just a weight into everything. And so I'm sure the Bulls felt that way, felt the weight of everything, weight of relationships. You know what's crazy though? As much as some of the relationships were, I got to say this about the Chicago Bulls. They didn't show it when they won the championship though. Everybody celebrated at once. Everybody looked happy and they enjoyed it. So now Bob Myers says he's speaking out here out of the context of The Last Dance. He's comparing the experience of the Chicago Bulls during the 97-98 season when the expectations were extremely high on Jordan and the rest of the squad to win their sixth title in 8 years. Excuse me, to the situation of the Warriors in 2018. In Myers' mind, the Dubs were supposed to win the championship, especially when they added Durant to what was already a powerhouse Warriors side. Much like the Bulls were expected to do the same some 2 decades earlier. The Warriors have had an awful season this term, so Myers should be much more joyful should his team succeed in an unprecedented redemption run and reclaim the title within the next couple of years. So he talks about how it wasn't as joyful. Kevin Durant exposed him. He exposed him. Shout out to the Warrior. Oh, shout out to the Warrior. Appreciate you. Make sure you like and subscribe and appreciate you. Draymond will be traded. Watch. If you are a Warriors fan, I'm telling you right now, listen, for y'all's sake, I really hope Draymond gets traded because listen, he helped the Warriors win championships. Don't get me wrong. He's very good at his role. I'm not trying to disrespect Draymond Green like that, but the way he comes off, and I'm gonna get to Draymond Green again. I'm sorry, but that dude needs to get traded. And again, shout out to the Warrior coming through and putting that comment. Appreciate it, man. For their sake, I really hope he gets traded. I just don't know what team he's gonna go to. That's the thing. I really don't know. Okay, so now that Bob Myers spoke, let's get to KD. So KD said, you know what? Bob Myers wants to talk. I'm gonna talk to my burner. No, my phone, not my burner. I'm gonna talk that real talk. You know what? So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna clap back because you know who I am? I'm KD Kevin Durant. So before I read, let me continue with the comment section. G Money, he gives me a Mike mentality. Jermaine Graham, so Kawhi's better than KD. I just want you to make that clear for me. Facts, Jermaine. Y'all remember that tribute that they did with Golden State and they left off KD? Oh yeah, that to me just tells you how much they disrespected KD. They just used him, but they didn't want to include him. He helped you win 2 rings, but you don't include him in that tribute? That to me was ridiculous. And the media was kind of like, some was like, oh, that was really disrespectful, while other ones was like, oh, well, Kevin really didn't spend that much time. He wasn't really a Golden State Warrior. I'm like, but he helped y'all win championships. Had he not been there, y'all couldn't be calling yourselves 3 titles in 4 years. And he sacrificed himself with his Achilles injury to come and try to help y'all win the game. And his 11 points were very crucial just because of how much y'all struggled to score. But see, nobody talks about that. Also, Draymond didn't give KD the ball at the end of that game in Clipperland. Yep, that was the game. Bob Myers is nothing but a snake, man. That dude is a snake. Them damn crocodile tears. Kevin Durant, he sacrificed for us. It's not fair. It's just not fair. But then you want to come out and talk about how the 2018 title, there wasn't really joy, and Kevin Durant did what he was supposed to do. And I'm glad what Kevin Durant said, what he said, and I'm gonna get to him in a moment. Man, Bob Myers is a fake crybaby, man. What is it's called? So Ryan says, watch the free time watch 18 plus minute WWE TNA funny referees. Oh, I gotta type that in. Bob Myers just keeps pouring it on. For real. Mr. Mike Myers out here. The club got that old school mentality like Russ and Giannis. Draymond helped get chips, but he also cost some chips. Exactly. Thank you, lowly one. Thank you. Pretty much. So let's get to what Kevin Durant said, Mr. Clapback. KD, Kevin Clapback Durant. So Golden State Warriors president Bob Myers recently stated it wasn't joy when they won the 2018 title with Kevin Durant. Uh-oh. In true My fault, guys. I don't know what happened. For some reason, I got logged out. Don't know what happened. My fault. Can you guys hear me? I think. Dang, I missed all this, man. This is crazy. My apologies. I don't know how I got logged out. It must have been a connection issue. My apologies, guys. Let me just continue. Damn, I look at that. I bet you guys missed everything I said. I gotta run it back. We says I said KD should be better, but the clause just a terminator. No offense to KD or anyone else. It's just as he passes my eye test slightly more than anyone else right now. Marshall News says Draymond looks great as the role player he was. KD benefit from Dre's play. The last thing you should do is see KD as a weak, soft, or slow 2 chips, 2 MVPs later. Who's the fool again? Thank you. Yeah. Oh man, I lost respect for Bob Myers. My apologies, guys. Yeah, I don't know what happened. They logged me out. Yeah, Bob Myers decided to kidnap me, so for me to stop talking and spreading the truth. That's what happened. I'm a running back. Wow, G Money sound like I got kidnapped. What the hell? Yo. Yeah, no, I guess I had a connection issue. I didn't even realize. Please turn it on. Yeah, but you gotta stop saying it like that, man. It's like I don't know what happened. You said it's slow? Let me see. Can you guys hear me now? How well can you guys hear me? Lowly one is funny. He said I thought Louis got gagged. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me want to make sure that my mic works. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if it is working. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Like I said, I apologize for that. Okay, my mic is fine. Awesome. All right, let's get back to exposing fake Mon Green. All right, so getting back, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so what did I say? Where was I? Here we go. So yeah, Easy Money Sniper said, yo, dude looks happy as F. He said, oh, damn, niggas look happy as shit in that pic, though. That's what Kevin Durant said, right? So I said, so I was saying Bob Myers before I got knocked out of the stream. Let me just check to make sure that I'm good. Yeah, all right. So if, like I was saying, Mr. Bob Myers, you out here capping so hard talking about how, yeah, we just did our job, man. It's all it is, but that's all we did. We just did our job, but come on, man. Really, bro? Kevin Durant helped you win 2 NBA titles. LeBron said after 3-1, y'all were mentally broken. Mentally broken. I said, think of the chips that LeBron would have won had he kept facing Golden State without Kevin Durant. Freddie Gee. He said, don't worry, Leon Nelson will find you. Don't worry, it's a specialty. Yeah, and then he'll be like, I'll find you and I'll kill you. Yeah, but again, Bob Myers should be begging. He should be on his knees begging, kissing Kevin Durant's feet. Because let's face it, bro. Had it not been for KD, LeBron already told y'all asses after Game 6 in 2016 that y'all mentally broken. LeBron comes in with that mental edge. Guess what? Guess what? LeBron wins more championships, and that gold status is looking real good for LeBron James. Real good for LeBron James. So had it not been for Kevin Durant, y'all would have now won back-to-back titles. And do you think this, and it's funny because people forget that Steph Curry got a lot of hate after those 2016 finals. A lot of people were threatening his family. He got death threats after 2016, and Curry made no excuses. He had a knee injury, but he made no excuses. He made no excuses after that 2016, and he played horrible in that series. He only had one good game, and he choked Game 7. Y'all need to let go of 2018 and 2019 when it comes to these championships. Listen. LeBron would have won more chips, and his GOAT status would have looked so much better had it not been for Kevin Durant joining that team. Had it not been for KD. So, Bob Myers, you sitting here with that fake smile that you was talking about. Durant tore his Achilles. It's not fair. It's not, it's not fair. It's not fair. He loves to play. He plays for his teammates. It's not fair. You were crying because you knew your chances at a three-peat were gone the minute he got injured, Bob Myers. And you saying that that it didn't look so happy. Now you want to be petty because Kevin Durant left your team? Blame your boy Draymond Green. The same dude who told you, check this out. The time that Jordan Bell got drafted, who is Draymond Green to tell Bob Myers that, why didn't you tell me that you was drafting Jordan Bell? Who is Draymond Green? Last time I checked, Draymond Green don't work for the front office. He's an NBA player. Like I said, Draymond is good at what he does. He's a good player, but who is Draymond Green? His mouth writes checks his ass can't cash. And that's why Draymond was a walking triple single all this year. But you acting all petty talking about, the 2018 title wasn't joyful and Kevin Durant was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But whose fault was that? You and Bob Fitzgerald and Draymond Green. How do you think Kevin was going to be 1 foot in and 1 foot out? Y'all should have never told him what you said. That you want to keep Kevin, but that Steph deserved his contract because he was here longer than the KD was. How do you think he was going to feel? So blame your boy Draymond Green for coming to you because Draymond thinks that he's bigger than the organization. And what gets me mad about Draymond Green is he comes out and then says, I changed the game with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. What did you do? What did you do? Because you were getting a reputation for kicking people in the nuts, flailing, getting technicals. Like, what are you talking about? Your ass should have been suspended in 2016. What are you talking about, Draymond? Like, what? Yo, this dude, man. You know what's funny too? Thank you, Tyree Love, for mentioning that. Check this out. Not only was KD and Steve Kerr not seeing eye to eye, do people forget that Draymond and Steve Kerr weren't seeing eye to eye, especially when they won their first title in 2015 together? Did you see how Draymond embarrassed Steve Kerr at the parade? Do y'all remember that? Because I do. I remember it clear as day when they won. Do y'all remember when Draymond embarrassed Steve Kerr? Draymond feels that his mouth is so big he don't got to listen to anybody, and he gets it from his mama. He gets it from his mama. And with all due respect to Mrs. Green, though, that energy ain't good for an environment. I don't know how the Warriors are going to trade Draymond Green. I don't know how it's going to work. They got their hands full with Draymond. He's the fake Mon Nutcracker. Exactly. And thank you for all of y'all that saying I'm speaking bars. Thank you for the impersonation. Thank you for Loli Mo saying thank you. I'm trying to tell y'all, hip y'all something, man. KD is a DMV dude. If you think some already rich, butter, soft dudes like Curry and Klay or some Midwest bumpkin like Draymond was using him, look who got the praise. You should be a rap battle. Oh, man. Kawhi was good the whole playoffs. You can't have it every night. That's when your teammates come in. That's what makes every championship team. That's true. That's a fair statement. KD is the truth and might be the best player on the planet pre-injury in the last two seasons, maybe. That's the only worth argument. Well, I said KD's the best player right now. I said right now. I said even if KD winning in 2017, I still said that LeBron was the best in the game. I still thought LeBron was the best player in the game. I think 2018, LeBron lost his. LeBron was still one of the best, but I thought KD had eclipsed LeBron as the best in the game. When we talk about career, LeBron is going to have KD beat. I don't care what anybody says. LeBron James will have Kevin Durant beat when it comes to career. Right now, it's KD when healthy. And that's just the truth. Remember, they recorded Kirk calling Draymond a jackass. Yeah, they did. And that's Gideon, let what go, man. Nobody in the right mind could put Kawhi's career next to KD's 11 All-Stars to 4. Green didn't even defend Steph Curry getting talked on. Oh, I'm going to get to that lowly one. I'm about to expose his ass again, too, for that one, too. And I already talked about that with Mav Carter, but I'm going to get back on this. This is why I'm getting bad at Bob Myers. You, Joe Lacob, and that front office have allowed this crap to happen. He's conflict, bro. Conflict of interest didn't even benefit you guys at all. Lowly one says Green didn't even defend Steph when getting talked on. Even Jordan would avenge Pippen when he got disrespected by players on the court. Just look at Alonzo Mourning when he gave Scottie Pippen that bump on his head in Game 4. Jordan took it personal. I remember Alonzo tried to shake his hand in Game 5, and Jordan said, "No, I don't want to shake your hand. I want no part of your hand." He told him. Ron says, I will say this about Steph after they lost in 2016 and the reporters asked him about the knee. He didn't use it as an excuse. He admitted he played poorly. He did. He didn't make any excuses about the torn MCL. He didn't get it done. He didn't get it done. Dre's conflicted loyalties. I like that from you. When Bron's teammate have a good game. When Bron's have a teammate have a good game, remember that. KD has a better career, but Kawhi is better than KD. Lewis, I disagree. If you look at KD's career stats versus LBJ stats, it's pretty close besides the league MVPs. I'm talking about a whole collection of work. If we're looking at stats, they're pretty close and similar when you look at their careers. There's some advantages that both are going to have over the other. Did I do a LeBron versus KD video? I think I did. I might have to go back and check, but I think I did do that. If not, I'll probably run it back again. It's pretty close besides the league MVPs. Let's see. Shout out to Doug Banks. Appreciate you. Actually, Paul Pierce is the truth. That's his nickname. His nickname should be, oh, that's easy. Easy. I can get with that. Kawhi doesn't even try to play back-to-backs, man. You can't be the best when you don't even try to play. Listen, I love Kawhi, and he's one of the best players in the game. And yes, he's effective when he's on the floor. But like Duality said, and I know he has a degenerative knee issue, but it's hard for me to call you the best when you can't play that much. And Slim Reaper is the truth. No. Not a wheelchair, Freddie G. Load management. That's what we got to call him. Load management. Not a wheelchair, load management. But you were the one that started wheelchair. I called him load management. LeBron made Fake Mon his one-trick pony. Facts. Jan reports his KDs were fully recovered and better than ever. Doug Banks, we still got to see it on the court, though. I believe so with LeBron versus KD. I think I did do that one. Freddie G, KD is the man, but I'm feeling the Clippers' chances. What up, Dub? I love Kawhi, but he's a bit overrated. I say a tad bit. Like I said, he's a great player, but he's a tad bit overrated, especially, like I said, when you look at his body of work, it's like he gets a little too much love, a little too much. But like I said, I still love Kawhi. He is my favorite player currently right now in the NBA. That's facts. Freddie, he says, will you hold Kawhi and PG to high standards? I think they have to get it done. Same with Bron. They all have to get it done. Because I'm going to put it like this, and I should do a Lakers versus Clippers video. If the Clippers don't get it done, Kawhi is going to get hated on by the media, despite the fact he don't speak to them. Paul George is going to get hated on the media because Paul George disappears in big games. So that's what they're going to say about Paul George. And Kawhi Leonard is, well, you pulled off a heist and it backfired on you when you try to create a super team. That's what they're going to say about Kawhi Leonard. Then what they're going to say about, well, Doc Rivers is not as great of a coach as he really seems to be. And that's what the Clippers. Then they're going to say, well, what was his supporting cast? Lou Williams? He played great on the road, but he ain't played well at home. And I'm telling you, if I'm Anthony Davis, this is what I would do. If I'm AD, expose that pick and roll with Montrezl Harrell. Expose it. I would respect Kawhi's approach more if he just went all out, more concise, high-impact seasons rather than multiple half seasons for longevity. I think he's overrated because of the love that he's getting, but I won't deny that he's a dog, though. Like I said, the thing is also Kawhi gets a lot of love because Kawhi gets the love for taking down the Warriors, the team that was the most hated team because of the fact that they prevented LeBron from winning championships. This is all media narrative. Why do you think that they hated Kawhi the minute he went to the Clippers? He got all this love, and when he went to the Clippers, he became enemy number one to the media. Even though he kind of gets love. Listen, he gets love too, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I'm sorry. Come on, people got to get off Kawhi. He's just playing ball. I guess we will see, but there's only room at the top. I said 4 years ago after watching Kawhi torture the Hornets on national TV that he was the third best player behind Bron and KD. He's a complete player. Kawhi got the personality of a middle school kid who waits in the dark for his school bus 2 hours early, sitting in his room on a made-up bed with a Parker pulled up over and his face in the dark. Damn, that's that kind of sums it up perfectly. Kawhi should just ball out until his knees give out and then he can retire. Well, then he would really never have had a prime. I don't really know how it's going to work, man. Kawhi is my boy, man. Top 5 best players in the 2010s, in my opinion, are LeBron, KD, Steph Curry, Kyrie, and Kawhi. Kyrie's one of the best. I cannot put Kyrie in the top 5, though. Freddie Gee. Well, here's the thing, Tyree. They never hyped up his first Finals MVP, but they overhyped his 2019 Finals MVP with the 2014 because he knocked down the Golden State Warriors. And what did they call Kawhi Leonard when he beat the Heat and then he beat the Warriors? They called him the Dynasty Killer. That's why he gets all this hype. I really don't care who wins as long as it's not LeBron. The media hated Kawhi because he didn't join LeBron. Oh, that's right. Yep. All right, so let me continue reading the article, and then I'm going to close the article. So it says, the Brooklyn Nets superstar clearly took some offense to Myers' comments and decided that it would be a good idea to clap back at the high-ranking executive using his personal account, not even a burner. What a phony is that Bob Myers. In his earlier statement, it did not seem as though Myers was taking a jab directly at Durant, though. What he's saying was that since the Warriors were the heavy favorite to win the title in 2018, actually winning it brought forth more of a feeling of relief as opposed to bliss. Myers was just relieved that they were able to meet everybody's extremely high expectations. To be fair, Durant, his comment was not exactly on haymaker levels. He was just pointing out the fact that the Warriors actually did look like they were extremely pleased with the victory. This is a whole lot of nothing, really. But this just again shows how Durant is always making a constant effort to stay abreast with all the happenings on social media, especially with the issues involving himself. Well, I mean, when you really think about it, I mean, how is it not going to involve Kevin Durant? Because Bob Myers literally said that they didn't look too happy. They just were as a team that just pretty much took care of business, right? Comparing to what he said, right? Exactly. So that's what he said, according to Bob Myers. Kyrie is a monster, though. No question. That was a mouthful. The first one was the same impact that Iggy had. 3 players who had bigger roles, Timmy D, Tony Parker, and Manu. All fun, bro. Kawhi is my boy. Maybe the claw can take out LeBron with that donkey laugh. What was it? He's like, I'm a really fun guy. I wish I could tell you more about me, but you would just have to find out, and I really can't give you a whole spill. I don't even know where you at. Sorry, y'all. That was my Bruce Kawhi impersonation. I think I did okay. Not great, but good enough. At this point, anything KD is saying is punching down, but no one is correcting the initiators. Agreed. Couldn't have said it better myself, Watchful News. All right, now let's get to this fake Mon Green. And let's get to this guy. MJ. He concerned himself, putting himself in the conversation with MJ in the contract with Scottie Pippen. I asked myself, Draymond, you should be the last guy talking about contracts when you pushed KD out because you knew you wasn't going to get paid money. You pushed that dude out so you could get $100 million. As a matter of fact, you should be thanking Kevin Durant because of Kevin Durant, you got paid $25 million a season. So you acting all petty, talking all this nonsense, talking about, I thought KD was going to come back. I didn't think it was that serious. You really trying to play the narrative, but yet your ass is signed with LeClutch Sports. The same guy that got you suspended is the same guy that you're business partners with. So that makes, for me, for you to wear that Golden State uniform, you're part of the entourage with Mav Carter in them. But you worried about Michael Jordan and his contract issues, trying to help Scottie, trying to get a new deal? You should worry about why you're averaging walking triple singles and sitting out games for a 15-50 Warriors team, because you said that you can average those numbers just like the all-time great big men did, 20-10 on a bad team. Isn't that what you said? Or am I missing something? To the chat, am I missing something? Or did Draymond Donkey Green here said that Mr. Walking Triple Single said, I can average a double-double easy on a bad team, 20-10. Didn't you sit out some games this year with some minor injuries that weren't even that serious? I mean, you even sat out a game due to load management. I mean, I must be dreaming. I must be crazy, but, there's a thing called social media apps that, they kind of give updates. They kind of quote you on some things you say. But you hear word about Michael Jordan. MJ got 6 championships. And at the time period that he played, he wasn't making the money that you're making right now. He got a 1-year, $33 million deal. You got 4 years of $100 million, bro. Jordan's 33 mil is way more than your 25 mil for 4 years. Let that sink in. Jordan, his 1 year and $33 million is worth more than your ass for 4 years for $100 million. But you worried about him and Scottie in the Last Dance documentary. Pathetic. Pathetic. Was hurt and banged up with major injuries. They were. Yep. Yeah, he kind of laughed like Jay-Z, right? Draymond is a beast, right? Yeah. Damn, G-Money doesn't want to let it go. Just let it go, man. So then, no, Louis, I think you covered it. He signed with Clutch Sports, owned by the guy who wouldn't even take you on the Lakers today if you were the last desperate pick. I like that one. Triple single living on a Kevin Durant student loan. I like that. I like that. Injuries are a part of the game. I agree. Dude, he got killed by Spicy P, man. Spicy P is pretty good, but he's even better this year. I mean, there was a Draymond Green fanboy in a live stream that I saw from Ticket TV, and he was there trying to defend Draymond Green like crazy, talking about how, that what Draymond Green said, I'm gonna shut it down on Siakam. You let Siakam cook you for 32 points, bro, and you're supposed to be a former defensive player of the year. People forget Draymond was low-key out of shape. He had to work his way into shape during the playoffs. It's funny how all the Z-list players are pulling up on Superman's cape. Louis, LeBron said he better be a better Pippen with Jordan as teammates. Future video. Spicy P's good. Never said he wasn't good. He won Most Improved Player. Are we still talking about CP3 and Iggy? G Money, let it go, bro. Let it go. Yo, Chris Paul low-key should be in the MVP discussion, for real. He should be. I think what he's done with the Thunder, showing great leadership, that kind of exposes James Harden to me for the fact that he came to a team that looked like was going to rebuild, and he has him in the fifth seed in the playoffs in the Western Conference. I got to give him credit for that. Listen, Draymond is good, but he ain't no beast. Listen, a beast is like an animal. Draymond ain't no animal. No way. Not if you average and walking triple singles, bro, on bad teams. Can't say 20 and 10. All right, man. Now let me get this, man. Dre said he's the best defensive player ever, and Ramen exposed that on the show. No, Mike don't get a pass from me with some of the things he do. Let me get to this guy. Your own teammate, Steph Curry. And I'll get to Bob Myers in a second back with Kevin Durant. So what was that you were talking about with Steph, talking about that you changed the game with Steph and Clay? What? Yeah, you let Maverick Carter say that Stephen Curry don't play defense, that he could average points in his sleep and he ain't played 20 years and he give Curry problems. Yeah, you sat there and you said nothing. Curry was the one that spoke to you and Kevin Durant when y'all had your little scuffle, remember? Steph Curry was the one that helped you win 3 championships. You're good at defense, but let me ask you a question. Who gets most of the attention on that team? You or Steph Curry and Klay Thompson? But you want to sit here telling Maverick Carter and these boys that you, Steph, and Klay changed the game? No, Steph changed the game. You were just a part of it. What are you talking about, Draymond? You're a good defender. But you should be averaging 10 rebounds if you're that good of a rebounder, my friend. You're a very good passer. You run the lob real well. I'll give you your credit. And in moments, you've hit some big shots for the Warriors. I don't deny that. I'm not calling you a scrub, but you're overrated. You're good, but you're overrated. That's my point. And Steph has been there for you so many times, and your ass decided to not even take a stand. You pulled off a LeBron when Antonio Brown called Shannon Sharpe, but he called him on his own show. And what happened? LeBron sat there and he ain't say nothing. As a matter of fact, they didn't even edit that part out when Antonio Brown called out Shannon Sharpe the way he did. And you pulled off the same thing that he did to Steph Curry in front of Mav Carter. But I'm supposed to take your word that you're the best defensive player ever. I'm supposed to take your word that you can average 20 and 10 on a bad team. I'm supposed to take your word that this is all Kevin Durant's fault that he's no longer in Golden State. He had 1 foot in and 1 foot out because of, I'm going to say it again, you, Bob Fitzgerald, the play-by-play announcer, because you can tell how biased he is to the Golden State Warriors, and your good friend GM Bob Myers. That's what happened. That's what happened. And you're still worrying about Kevin Durant. Why? He's gone. Leave him alone. You don't need to worry about him anymore. He's in Brooklyn. Worry about your Warriors and what you can do with that 15 and 50 record. Well, you can't do much because you're not going to be in the playoffs. So, yeah, the Warriors, as much as they need to trade him, I just don't see it happening. I don't know how they're going to trade him. I really don't know how it's going to happen. I'm telling you that it's getting ridiculous out here. To the Golden State Warrior fans, I know y'all appreciate Draymond. I know he's meant a lot for your franchise. I know he's part of the core. And like I said, Draymond is a good player, and he's helped your team win championships. Because I know people will probably nitpick and say that all I'm doing is hating on Draymond, and you can't talk because he helped the Warriors win. I gave Draymond his credit. I'm just not kissing his behind like some of you guys, like some of these people are. There's no excuse for what Draymond did. There's none. You have an issue with Kevin, you handle things like a man. Instead, you decided to try to embarrass him public on the court. You didn't want to listen to Kevin at all. So you, Bob Myers, and Bob Fitzgerald are the reason that Kevin Durant's not on that team. And he had a little bit of issues with Steve Kerr. But like, again, y'all sped up the process. Y'all sped up the process. Because what was you about? It was about the money. See that? It was about the money. This is what you was about. This is what you wanted. You wanted the money. Let me get into the comments. Oh, he's chilling. All right, let me just go through. He said, when you gonna cook G Money again? It's hibachi every day. Nah, you know what, Freddie? You should call it. No, it's called Hito's Japanese Steakhouse. I got one in there's one out here in Pelham. Curry be chilling, yeah. He gets more criticized by the media. And it's because LeBron doesn't like Steph Curry. There's a little rivalry between him and LeBron. Yeah, the Cavs just let him shoot. He was just hot that day. Mr. Carter just swinging out here, Dre back in the corner looking like Curious George. What Curious George needs is he needs his little lasso and he needs his little hat. Oh, no, he didn't stick up for him. And KD is a grown man who has the right to make whatever choice he wants. Maybe if you were a better humble teammate, he would have stayed. Thank you. Fake mom. We told you many times, yo, you ain't bed buddies with KD, man. Leave the man alone. Which is true, bro. Sexual code stats with zero context and appreciation for the game. I'm a hater for giving facts about Braun. All right, man. I guess I just ignore his failures then. Isn't it that we give Mike a pass? Nobody is flawless. Well, who brings up negatives when you are trying to win? A debate, unless we are bringing up strengths and weaknesses. We only focus on the good. That's a good point. There's no excuse for how he was playing last year earlier in the season either. Draymond, green money. Give me one good point from G Money. My mind just went blank. I would say that I'm a Braun fan that doesn't rely on numbers for every argument, but more on basketball knowledge. That would be an accurate description of you. Right. As he likes to say, case in point. So yeah, at the end of the day, going back to this Warriors, man, and you could tell that, you know, it definitely would have been pretty cool had Kevin Durant continued to been a part of this. And I said that the one thing that he could have done to force the media to stay quiet is if he would have signed. But again, he decided to leave. I respect KD for that. He's trying to carve his own legacy. He's looking for validation, and that's the thing. The thing is, because if he doesn't win a title, the media is always going to link him to Golden State, and all they're going to say is KD is not a true winner. They're going to say he's not a true winner. All they're going to say is he rode Golden State to 2 titles and 2 finals MVPs. He knows he wouldn't be a champion without Golden State. But then I would counter that and say, what would Golden State be without Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant made you guys a dynasty. The Warriors were not a dynasty from 2015 to 2016. Kevin Durant added to that. And that's what people want to fail to understand. The Warriors were 1-1 from 2015 to 2016 against LeBron James. Kevin Durant changed all that coming to that team and helped them win 2 titles. He changed all that. Where's the owner in all this Warriors mess? Good job. That's a good question. Joe Lacob is kind of acting like Jerry Reinsdorf. You starting to see the resemblance? I'm starting to see that. I'm beginning to see that. I noticed that. That's a great point, Tyree. Where is Joe Lacob in all this? Hmm? Hmm. G Money, I think you're a hater because you say that bronze sexuals rely on bronze numbers, but the numbers I bring is not bronze. It's whoever you bring up. Duality, that's fair. No, KD is a soft. He left OKC and the Warriors are some weakish. Let's be real. His soft behavior doesn't take away from the fact that he's an all-time great player. No, it doesn't take away from it. Never said that. The thing with OKC is duality. It's mixed because what I said before is, and people get mad when I say this. I said it about Durant because I said this. I said that when you look at the structure of their offense, they didn't have 3-point shooting, obviously. Uh, OKC was very defensive in that series against Golden State. They have very good rebounding, something that Golden State was not good at, and they were not good with in terms of the size and the physicality of OKC gave the Warriors a lot of problems. The Warriors should have lost to OKC in the 2016 finals. You look at the turnovers in that series for Russ and KD, they both combined had 56 turnovers in a 7-game series. In a 7-game series, that's 8 turnovers per game combined for both of them. And if you divide that by 2, each player is averaging 4 turnovers a game. Now, when you do the actual math, Russ had 31 turnovers and KD had 25. KD's almost giving you 4 turnovers a game against them, and Russ is giving you clearly over 4. When you average it out, it's 4 apiece. That's when you average it out. But the actual numbers is KD is well above 3, almost 4, and Russell Westbrook averages over 4 turnovers a game. So when you consider all that, they weren't taking care of the ball. They were trying to force a lot of action. So there was a lot of things going on. But the thing is, even if they stayed, I knew they weren't going to win because that style just isn't going to work. It's just not. It's just not going to work. He will just echo a good point Lewis makes or someone in the chat. G Money's original thoughts are, I would also counter that with a certain player who joined up with another player who was already a champion before, but said the player linked up with him, but that's none of my business. I know who you're talking about, lowly one. Lewis, Joe Lacob and Reinsdorf had the same mission: stop Jordan and Durant from wrecking the record books. That's why I said that those two were familiar. Okay, you bring up Big Z as an all-star, right? But he never made an all-star team when Bron made the playoffs. 17-7 as an all-star with 17 wins and 38 wins. To be a little bit fair, though, that was a bad roster all around. I just knew that Big Z was a good, solid all-star player, but I'm sorry, he was not going to be able to carry that Cavs team. And he had some injuries early in his career, too. What I'm starting to realize is that all the owners have the final say, but it's the GMs that get all the blame and questions asked while the owners just sit back ducking and dodging. Bingo. Tyree, you just hit the nail on the head. Bingo. Like you said, where was Joe Lacob in all this? Notice how quiet he is. Nobody ever seems to bring him up, right? Notice that. The Warriors need KD like KD needed Golden State. Facts. Exactly. Those are facts. Let me see, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just put the PayPal in here. Let me just go out here. And like I said, we are live. Exactly. And let me just check real quick while I continue to read the comments, and then I'm going to make my last point, and then we're going to close out the stream on another successful one. Truly appreciate it. You guys have been great. So definitely, you guys have been awesome. Okay, guys, and once again, I want to give a major shout out to Jermaine. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Again, shout out to Jermaine with that donation. Truly appreciate that. And again, guys, if you would like to, you don't have to. I always say that as an option, but if you would like to, again, there is the PayPal in the chat. All right, so let me look at the chats. Continuing looking at the chats. Let's check this out. Dude, it doesn't matter, Freddie. Big Z was not a star, but he's not a trash performer like you think he was. Duality soft? No. Sensitive? Yes. I don't think KD's soft, but he's sensitive. See my point? You and Braun fans clearly downgrade Braun's teammates to prop him up. The Warriors played the game the right way. OKC didn't, but Golden State begged KD to come there. Agreed. Also, Big Z didn't have a good team in Cleveland. G-Money. DeAndre Ayton averaged 16 and 10 as a 19-year-old rookie with 19 wins. Cat averaged 18 and 10.5 with 1.7 blocks with 28 wins. No All-Stars. Big Z made All-Star teams in a weak Eastern Conference because it was weak. Jermaine Grant Hams, my man says, most people would die to have a great team, but here you got management destroying two great franchises, Bulls and the Warriors. Facts. G-Money, Ricky Davis. Oh, Freddie G says, Ricky Davis, Darius Miles, Tyrone Hill, All-Star before, and Big Z. They were all right. Freddie Cook, G-Money again. Where is their drama? You hear nothing from the owners, but when they win a ring, the owner is the first person to accept. You know what? I think I'm going to have a smackdown between G-Money and Freddie G. This ought to be interesting. You know what? The next live stream, I think if you guys both come, I'll wait for you guys. I would love for you guys to actually go at it because this is so funny. Yeah, go at it at the chat all the time. I got to see how you guys will open your open toes. This ought to be good. We're about to have a boxing match between Freddie, Bronze Bomber, Gideon, G Money. I don't know how to say your last name, but I'll try to remember that. So I don't want to butcher it. But again, against G Money, though, gonna have a little boxing smackdown showdown between two of the mods in terms of basketball talk. Trust me, this ought to be good because they go hard. Like I said, man, right there's the PayPal if you guys would like to. Let me see. Tyree says, when there is drama, you hear nothing from the owners, but when they win a ring, the owner is the first person to accept it. I wonder why, man. I wonder why. Let's see. AI have worse rosters in Philly than Braun have in Cleveland. No. I know it. I know your last name. I'm just saying the pronunciation because I see it all the time. Share the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the PayPal. Appreciate you guys. OKC during KD's time pretty much played a playground style. Yeah, that was their issue. And that's what I'm saying. If they continue to play a playground style, they're never going to win a championship. That's why I think KD most likely left because he knew they weren't going to win that way. Hey, Freddie G, man, if you want it, man, let's make the fight happen. I got the contract. How much you asking? How much you asking? 10, 20 mil? Are we looking 30? Let's negotiate. Yeah, let's negotiate. So yeah, Ron speaking facts. They played a playground style. Underrated Green G Money. Okay. I named two rookies, 19-year-olds who had better numbers, more wins, and didn't make the All-Star team. Big Z as a 27-year-old. Lou, that'd be 5. Smash the light. Brad Bill averaged 31, and he didn't make the All-Star team last year. I meant this year. Only one. Big Z's not a superstar, but he isn't a bum, bro. G Money. That's called an All-Star snub. Oh man. Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, Draymond, dude, come on, man. He said he can't pronounce it if G Money, and he doesn't want to mess it up by saying the wrong thing. That's exactly what I'm saying. So If I happen to, when I invite you, pretty soon in the future for the next panel, what I actually wanted to do was, man, I actually wanted to do a small forward panel. Um, I think the small forward position is probably the deepest position in all of basketball, probably history-wise, because we obviously have great centers. We do have great guards. We have great point guards and stuff. But I really think the small forward position probably has the deepest set of threes probably the game has ever had. Yeah, Ben Simmons has 3 Rookie of the Year awards. I mean, he's been redshirted 3 times. Because remember, last year didn't count. That year didn't count. It's, oh man, G Money already making names out here. Pick the gloves and the ring size. Got you. I'm gonna have to do a measurement first. Freddie can let Gideon set all the rules. G still got it. Yo, Freddie, yo, you gonna have Freddie be like, yo, what rules are we under? Are we on my rules? Or are we doing your rules? Oh man, power forward is probably the deepest. I would say small forward is the yeah, that's a tough one, man. All right, so we're gonna close out the stream in just a couple of minutes, and let me just get back to so yeah, man, what could have been? You see, obviously you got your core five right there. Obviously Iguodala and all those guys were gone, and pretty much broken the team. You know what? We talked about the Kobe documentary, and I said I would have loved to see what it was like with Kobe and Shaq behind the scenes in the Lakers locker room during their time from '96 to 2004. I think that'd be nice. And I also would like to see Golden State, the current team. What was it like in their locker room? I would love to see what that was like. The media would be all over this too, because it gives you that rich, 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 rich content. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, just when I thought the beef was over, Horace Grant has come back and he has snapped on MJ. So he's called out MJ through social media. I will say this with the media advantages, man. The advantage of the media is when you put something out there, everybody can see. Everybody can see and they can hear. And Horace Grant is not done with MJ yet, folks. He has decided that he is going to take his snitching talents and take it to the media. Horace Grant said, "Oh, I ain't done. I ain't done." Okay. All right, you heard it. You heard the man. He not done. So, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the Warriors now, they have Andrew Wiggins. Now you got to ask yourself, now what's going to happen in terms of the Warriors' future? Let me ask y'all in the chat. Do you think the Warriors can win another championship before Steph and Clay retire? Let me know in the comment section. Bro, why do I gotta be the bronsexual, man? I kept it unbiased as much as possible, but I don't say nothing about MJ nut hugging. Freddie, you just continue to cook him. All he could hope is call you da 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 da. I believe 3 would have been the max. Grant wants his lunch back. Yeah, he do want his lunch back. He wants his lunch and his money. So, chat, what does that say about Shaq going up against inferior East competition if Big Z made the All-Star team with 17 points and 7 rebounds? What y'all think? Wait, when did Shaq go up against inferior East? Oh, you mean in the 2000s? Damn, I've never been cooked by a bronsexual. I wonder how that feels. Well, as long as you don't burn your tush and you're behind, you good. Warriors will be sick next year. I say the Warriors get one more when the Splash Brothers retire. Bias, KD, Dantley, Baylor, Green, White, Beasley, Branch, Grant, Ori, about 6 more DMV small players are playing the NBA, all within a 15-mile radius of each other. We can't be touched, pal. Whew. What people need to learn is that LBJ and MJ are protected. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that one. Warriors will be back next year. They could, depending on who they get, but I don't see it for now. I say probably in about 2 years by the media. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank you guys for coming through on this live stream once again. You guys have been picture perfect money, and you guys have been unbelievable. Coming back here with 2 streams in a row. Like I said, I apologize for pushing the time back, but I kind of had to do it just because, with what was going on. All right, so looking at the menu tomorrow for Wednesday, we got the Zion suit, and we also have Shaq carried Kobe. It's an idiotic narrative that I can't understand about the Shaq Kobe. Shout out to Omar Page in the building. What do you think of Mike D'Antoni? Mike D'Antoni is a good coach in the regular season. In the playoffs, I think differently. I just think that he just does a poor job with his rotations. He does a poor job of not emphasizing defense, and I just think that it's not great. That's what it is. So I'm telling you, man, Mike D'Antoni is a good regular season coach, but he doesn't make adjustments. Now, he's never been that way, and he's not about defense. Listen, Mike D'Antoni cannot tell you X's and O's. He'll tell you the same thing over and over again. He can't. No offensive or defensive adjustments when they take something away. And he's really more so about the pick and roll. And now that you see him with Houston, it's about the 3 ball. And like I said, I appreciate Russ adjusting his game for the benefit of the team. I appreciate that. I just don't want to hear it's Russell Westbrook's fault that if James Harden doesn't perform in the playoffs. If people criticize Westbrook, I'm done with the media, because James Harden has gotten away with it the last few years, and he's getting the media darling pass. And I'm tired of it, because we know how much Russell Westbrook got. Because to be honest with you, both Russ and Harden have played with, they played with some great players, obviously. But again, we can't do that. So it's like, if you're going to get on Russ, you definitely got to get on James Harden. Future debate. Now without another dynamic killer, Wiggins is talented but inconsistent when you need him. Well, this is his opportunity. This is his opportunity right now with Golden State. He's actually going to be around the proper coaching. So let's see if he takes advantage of that. Shout out to Corey in the building. And that's my question. Peace to Jermaine. Peace. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Shaq and carry Kobe. Shout out to Corey. We're going to destroy narratives in these NBA streets. Yeah, if they do get the #1 pick, we also got to see what happens with this season. We got to see what happens with free agency and definitely the NBA draft. At this point, they should have a Golden State play done by Tyler Perry. Golden State the musical starring John B. as Klay Thompson. Yo, he low-key do look like Klay Thompson. Watch the news. Yo, facts. He do, though. Put John B. in 2001. You would have thought Klay had a singing career before he played in the NBA. God damn. To Mike Breeny, if the NBA had offensive coordinators, that would be perfect situation for Mike D. Word. They both held their own, but we gonna eliminate Mike Brown. Other than the Pip hate, you make some good points. Facts. Russ been hated. Technically, Shaq carried Kobe as the man, but did Kobe say Shaq at times? Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna get deeper into those narratives. Never hated on Pip. I just overrate him. They had the nerve though and try to push the narrative of best scorer with James Harden. They say he's a best scorer of all time against MJ and Kobe Bryant. Like, before I slap the beard off of James Harden, the media better stay quiet before I do it. Wiggins is too one-dimensional. Russ reminds me of Monte Ellis. He kind of is, just more athletic. Next stream. Facts. The Russ hate is real, but he doesn't deliver like I want him to. That's my issue with Russ. And the thing is, it's his IQ. He has no plan B. It's plan A, plan A, plan A, and if we get in trouble, plan A. Got to come with that ether. I could see Russ and Harden driving off a cliff like Thelma and Lewis when they get drop kick out the postseason as usual. Shaq carried Kobe as the groom carries the bride. Damn. Tomoko, you're absolutely right. If we actually see the picture on Google, type it in. Kobe was the bride and Shaq was the groom. That's how the media paints it. Clay tells Steph and Dre, don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you or me. Exactly. So at the end of the day, Bob Myers, yeah, he got to deliver a jumper. No, nobody says that James Harden can't score the ball. It's the other things I can't stand about James, not the fact that he can't score the ball. That's not my issue with James Harden. That's not my issue. I never said that was his issue. James Harden has a problem showing up in big games. That's part of it. All right, no stream. Check out my podcast, Trap Life and Game Gurus, available on all platforms. One mission, no doubt. James Harden is an elite man. I don't care what rules you want to play with. The man is getting buckets. We'll see. All right, man. Let me just type this baby down, write this baby down. Make sure y'all go check out Trap Life Podcast with Duality. He says it's all on all platforms. Appreciate it. Damn, it was so hard to get the word appreciate out. That's crazy. So make sure y'all go check out Trap Life Podcast. And make sure you also check out what is it, Game Guru? Yes, Game Gurus. So make sure y'all go subscribe to that. Check it out. After 12, y'all can't call people haters. They're just not getting it done. Those were John B's lyrics, man. James Harden can score, but he isn't super skilled. This is the ISO ball era. There is more to basketball than scoring, says LeBron fans. No, the early 2000s was. Check Harden in the playoffs. He don't change his game. Harden's sick, but he ain't on Mike and Kobe's level scoring. Never was. He's a great scorer, but he's not on that level. He should have got that Golden State matchup last year. They didn't have KD for the next couple of games. And he didn't take advantage of it, man. All right, everybody. This is your boy, Louis Sports Network, with another one. Make sure you smash the like, hit that subscribe button for me. Again, continue to share the streams on your social media platforms and on Reddit. This was another wonderful stream. You guys kept it lit in the chat as always. Again, always keep you guys in my prayers that you guys are, doing well. And like I said, I pray you guys health and success as always every single day. We're back cooking again with another couple live streams as we do here. You already know we get it lit up in the chat, baby. As we do, Louis Sports Network VIP, the bottle service up in the chat. Everybody gets lit. I just wish they could put some music in these live streams, man, and they would probably get a little bit of lit. But then it would kind of drain out my voice, so everybody does need to hear it. So again, deuces, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful night. Get some sleep. And we back on the grind tomorrow on Wednesday, middle of the week. Make sure y'all come with that heat. Make sure y'all come with that knowledge. And I know y'all going to bring that A game. So again, bless up, live, laugh, love. Thank y'all for being part of the stream. Have a good night. See y'all tomorrow. Deuces. Like, share, subscribe, and share, man. I haven't seen it.